Welcome back, guys, to This and Much More podcast. I'm Evelyn, and my co-host is
Rollie Vogues.
And our special guest today is
Whyjae.
Whyjae. Is that like your actual name, or is it short for something?
It's so. I've been through a lot. So whenever I first started rapping, it was literally just like Y and a J. I guess it kind of like abbreviated from Young J, because I was so young, and then I feel like, I just started going through shit, and I would question, I'm supposed to question God, but I would always ask why me? So that's why I made it WHYJAE. So I kind of put my own spin on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So it does have a deeper meaning then,
Yeah.
Because your real name's Jay, Jay, right? All right, but I kind of it's one of the so I have a lot of points, right? But one of the points is based off your name, so it's I know at some point, and we're just gonna jump around. It's not gonna go from beginning to end or whatever. Yeah. But at some point, you changed your name to Lil Rari. Mm-hmm. So was that supposed to be permanent, or it's like a little phase, or?
Yeah, it was. So it was more just a little moniker, to have a little fun, to, I guess, not be so focused on the content that I usually make as far as my projects go, Timeless and 30 Minutes Later and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I kind of just wanted to have fun, kind of catch a wave, you know what I'm saying? Some stuff that I always wanted to do, but I guess I was kind of afraid to do as far as the sounds go, messing with the auto-tune and whatnot. But
because you did a lot of auto-tune at that time,
so I was
right?
Man, let me just kind of have a little fun with it, you know what I'm saying? So it was just something I switched up, but I didn't want it to be held to Whyjae's standards, you know what I'm saying? So I was I'll just give it a little AKA and just run with it for a little bit. So
do people still call you that?
Sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, not as much, but sometimes.
So at what age did you start doing music or what?
Man, I don't know, dude. I grew up on Bow Wow, so
I low key I feel like I saw you on MySpace too.
Oh yeah,
I think you did MySpace music.
Wait, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
90s baby.
90s baby?
Yeah. 90s baby.
91, 92?
90s baby. 90s baby. But yeah, I grew up heavy Lil Bow Wow, Lil Romeo, that era. So since Bounce With Me, Lil Bow Wow, Bounce With Me, yeah. So.
And that's what do you feel like they inspired you to start?
I think it inspired me as far as seeing that somebody that was young could do it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously at that time it was more. I'm trying to see who was on top of the 50 Cents and Jay-Z's and stuff like that. Yeah. So to see somebody that was young do it, it inspired me that way for sure. To not at a young age, I'm not thinking so deep as at a young age, but just to not limit myself. Oh damn, a kid can do this and be famous off of it. Yeah. So it inspired me a lot. At a young age to get started early. It inspired me. Yeah.
And so when you got started doing music and stuff did you automatically think you had to go to an actual studio, or you were working with what you had to record your first couple songs, or what?
Man, actually, to record my first couple songs, for the first project that I had, not real project, but first mixtape that I had dropped, I think in high school, my homie, I was looking for places, but it was somebody that was real cool with. His friend was recording out of his house, in his closet, had his own setup. But I didn't know too much about quality and all that stuff back then, so it was really just more fun, the more fun aspect, just figuring it out. But yeah, of course, at that age, you see in movies and stuff, you think it's got to be this huge studio, you got to go to Hollywood. That's the only place, you know what I'm saying? So, but we made it happen how we could make it happen, you know what I'm saying? So it was tight. It was definitely a learning experience for sure.
Yeah. Do you feel like you did your own recording at some point, or when you just started, or you went just straight for?
Oh yeah, I think on my computer. This is before MacBooks. This was I wrote my first rap third grade, and I think I tried to record it. Yeah, third grade. Yeah, that's that Bow Wow era. That's when it was. So I've been wanting to do this for the longest. But yeah, I think I recorded I think the computers used to the Windows and the whatnot, they would have the little speaker on it just in case for the chat rooms and stuff back then. So I would rap into it. Yeah, I get my radio, play the instrumental behind it, and then
so catch the music and the vocals at the same time.
Facts.
No, yeah. It's because I feel like, man, because I used to rap too and shit.
Yeah.
And then I did the same shit. I remember I had a mic. It came with the computer too. It was like a skinny ass
The little
mic.
mic, yeah.
It was skinny. And at one point I used like the one with like this.
Yep.
And I used a bootleg Co-Edit Pro. I don't know if you ever heard of Co-Edit Pro. That's what I was using. But at the time, I thought I could bring out like good ass quality from that shit, you know. But I mean, you look back and shit, and you're just like, God damn.
Yeah.
But
Like,
do you feel like
though.
do you feel like you can you're able to edit and all that shit now, like, or you just?
I mean, I be catching on, but me and my engineer, like the one I all the music that I actually released that I put on a project is with like a certain, his name's FM, so that's
shout
who,
out
like,
FM, man.
Yeah, I trust him like the absolute most. Him, and then it's another cat named Random that from Audible Studios. So I really mess with them too. Like I feel like as far as like just trying to get some drafts off, you know, I could probably record myself. But as far as something that I'm gonna drop, you ain't finna hear nothing engineered by me. Like not yet, at least. Like I'm up for learning on my own. Like it's obviously it could possibly get to that situation where I might be so busy or on the road, or I might need to do it myself.
Yeah.
But at this moment in time, like nah, I can't praise myself on that one just yet.
Yeah.
Like,
Do
I
you
wish.
like just focusing on like the actual music itself?
Yeah, like the actual writing process,
Yeah.
picking the beats and bringing it together, and you know what I'm saying, like creating the actual product. Like yeah, for sure. That's one of my favorite things. Like I get super motivated by that and super hyped about that. But I think that honestly, more like the people that should be appreciated bigger than the artists, bigger than me, it should be the producers and the engineers, man, because they can make or break a song. Like I might go in the studio one day, I just got like this little freestyle, and I'm like, all right, it's cool. I step out, smoke real quick, and I come back and FM then got it mixed up to the T, and I'm like, bro, god damn,
chopped up and shit.
man,
Your voices
what?
are all chopped up. And
you know what I'm saying?
shit. Like,
So I definitely feel like they deserve way more recognition than what they get.
Yeah, it's those people behind the scenes, right?
For sure.
'Cause we've talked about that too,
Yeah.
right? Like,
But then again, I feel like FM just has a style to him.
He got a
though.
style,
like,
bro.
Like no, I've never heard nobody else like edit and do shit
It's
that
so
he
quick.
does, you know.
It's so
And then he's
quick,
fucking
bro.
quick.
I asked him, I was like, bro, you went to school for this? And he kind of just like gave that real answer that you get for certain things that you really like. He's like, yeah, bro, I went, but this was a long time ago. He was like, yeah, bro, I went, but just for a little bit. It's like people can teach you the basics of anything, but it's the spin that you put on. You got to find your own swag with everything that you do.
Yeah.
You got to find your own way to do it and separate yourself. And it's just like, bro, it ain't too many people in the city mixing like him, let alone period that I done been around or heard. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he cold with it.
You always have to go to a studio, or do you like record sometimes, bounce the tracks to him, or?
We've done that before, but man, I don't know. I'm weird, like, bro, when it comes to like recording. Like, it's got to be like at nighttime. Like, I try to go to the studio sometimes, like maybe twice, bro. And I've been rapping for a minute. Like maybe twice I've tried to record during the day, and I'm just like, bro, this ain't it. Like, I paid for all the hours I set up. I'm finna go home. Like, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, it's got to be dark. Windows got to be closed. I don't even.
you have to get in the mood, right?
Yeah, you got to be in the mood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, sometimes I just like being in that element of being in the studio. But as far as something that's just rough, or like I need to get it out, like if it ain't something I can write down, like I'm just in the moment, I'll go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then maybe go to the studio and just re-record it. But as far as like I said, doing it on my own, I haven't really focused on that too much, but I would like to. It's something I'll probably step into soon.
And then over the years, I've seen that whenever you are recording and stuff, like you'll have like something playing on there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's like anime or something. Or
Yeah.
what
You
do
like anime?
I like One Punch Man. I like I grew up on Pokemon, so as far as like the argument between Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, I got all the respect in the world for Dragon Ball Z. I do, you know what I'm saying? But I grew up on Pokemon, so but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Death Note and whatnot. But yeah, when I'm in the studio, bro, it's like I gotta have something like whether it be The Office, anime, or I'm watching somebody else's like vlogs of them being on tour, just something to get me motivated, or I'm watching something's just got to be going,
Or like something that gives you comfort, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's what it is. I haven't really thought about it, but I do feel a certain way whenever I'm playing something, like in between him mixing and whatnot. I could just sit there and look at it, or if I am feeling kind of like anxious about something, it'll just kind of cool me down. Like, it'll bring me back home, I guess. So.
Yeah,
And it's on mute too, right?
Yeah,
Or
it's always on mute.
You just like have it playing.
Maybe the captions on or something, but yeah, it's always on mute.
That's crazy. I don't think I could do the mute part.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually something I've already seen 100 times.
No,
anyway,
yeah,
so.
because
Yeah.
I watched The Office. That's the reason why I said comfort, because I feel like that's a very comforting show for us to.
That's
Yeah.
my background.
Yeah, there's just like
For
background
years.
noise and shit.
Yeah, like I'll be doing something around the house, but I always like still like stop and watch
Oh,
to see
yeah,
what's
for
going
sure,
on, you
for
know,
sure.
because
Yeah.
it's a very comforting show.
Office is the best.
Yeah.
thing ever be
So,
created.
how important is it for you to have like a team? Because I mean, I see you showed up with a few guys. Have you always like rolled like with different people who have like different like
Agenda, like job, like
little tasks to do
Roles.
and stuff?
yeah, different roles. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much been the same people like from the jump, but I think it's super important. Just like I said, it kind of goes back to what I just said a second ago. It's not just the artists, like it's more the engineer and the producers. They deserve some more credit than what they get.
Yeah.
As far as the artist goes, like whether it's the level I'm at, below or higher, like I mean, Jay-Z got a team. You know what I'm saying? Drake got a team. Like he not walking into these places getting his shit on the playlist on himself or going into the label all the time, boom, boom, or he not driving the tour bus. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have a team to make it work. So yeah, I think that's very important. So anybody that thinks like, obviously you're I'm the picture of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the face of it. But I let the gang know all the time. Like Whyjae is a collective. Like I am my government name. You know what I'm saying? Whyjae is a collective. We make Whyjae up. You feel me? So it ain't just me.
Yeah.
How can you afford a team, like, or how does that even work?
Man, I feel like when you coming up, first of all, if it's like I feel like the best teams are people that know you inside and out. So it's usually your family, or people that you call your family, and you know what I'm saying. And y'all all kind of understand the goal. Y'all understand where y'all trying to get. So it's bigger than the money at that point. You know what I'm saying. So when an opportunity does come, like if it is something big, a gig that you're getting paid for, or if you end up signing to a label or something like that, that's when you able to put your team in a position to be like, look, all right, I'm gonna sign this, but I need him to do this, and I need him. That's my manager. That's my road manager. Like I'm still gonna call those shots. You know what I'm saying? But up until that point, it's just kind of like an understanding. Like, look, bro, I'm not getting the most money in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get to that point, and then we'll worry about that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's to trust the process.
Yeah,
right?
and that's why I feel like you should keep it in the family. Because if you ain't out here putting up millions on every drop, and somebody trying to manage you, and the first thing they talk about is money, then they kind of don't have your best interest at hand. And you know what I'm saying? At hand in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Because they should know that you're starting off with like nothing, pretty much. You know.
So.
Which oh, I'm sorry, you were gonna say something?
No, because I was gonna say because of like KP with she brought her manager and the DJ,
Jaden
right?
Diaz Jr. and
Yeah,
3.
and they basically like live together all the time.
Yeah,
you know, so I know that they're
It's pretty
like,
much just them 3.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
literally just them 3.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure like they figure something out.
that's the best way to make it happen for sure.
Yeah, and then I feel like I guess it's like a good talking point, because I feel growing up, whenever I would see like artists and stuff like with people, I feel like they already have it made, you know, even like local artists, you know, I always felt like they had it made and stuff. So it's like
it's the picture that's being painted from the outside. Like,
yeah, but I mean, in reality, like is everybody that's on your team like still working a job, or is like everybody's just like doing
a lot everybody that's on the team at this point still has their own life, you know what I'm saying, that they got to deal with, you know what I'm saying. They got, whether it's a job, whether it's a hustle, a side hustle, like they still like, and we kind of preach that to one another, or just like it's kind of like a already set in stone known thing, like, look bro, I don't come first, you know what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, like I said, I'm the face of this, but that don't mean I come first. I know you still got a home to go to, you still got this to deal with, you still got your own time. So I'm never on my people's case like, nah bro, like I need this done right now, boom boom. It's like, hey look, this is what we finna do. Oh, you can't do it? All right, cool, bet, no stress. We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got their own life. You gotta keep that there, like that's gotta be known. Yeah.
And then like your the guy that used to do all your music videos, Roger, right?
Yeah.
Cause he what does he do now,
bro? He still records, and when he can, like that's family. But he's man, he gonna kill me. I think a petroleum engineer. I could be wrong.
He's like something crazy, right?
That's what he loves. You know what I'm saying? He loves what he does. So when we get the opportunity, we work. Like the video I just dropped with Trey, that was our first video in a while. You know what I'm saying? We just both been busy, just life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I talk about on the new project. Is like, when life knock on the door, bro, you gotta answer. You know what I'm saying? Or it's gonna do what it do with you. So, but yeah, he's living his life. You know what I'm saying? He's doing what he do.
So how do you feel like you've managed this life and parent life now? Is it like very different for you?
Yeah, because I mean it's my first child. So first of all, yeah, it's very different. You don't know what to expect until you have a kid. Like you're never ready. People were like, "Oh, I'm not ready to have a kid." Like, well, you're never ready.
Like,
you
never
don't have a
like,
kid, you're not ready.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what to expect. Like my brother has kids, my sister has a kid. Like, but that doesn't. I don't know what it's like when I'm trying to get sleep at 2:00 in the morning and she's sitting here watching Coco Melon screaming and like, bro, it's you don't understand. But it's man, that's my best friend. You know what I'm saying? My daughter is that's my world, man. I just when you got to put on my face like that's my everything, bro. So is added. As much stress as is added that same amount, if not more, motivation. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's true.
That's crazy.
How old is she now?
She'll be 2 in December.
Oh, 2.
But
December what?
5th.
Oh, okay.
But she act like she like 3 or 4 already, bro. It's telling me no and
I know.
stop it.
Girls are very sassy. Huh?
Oh, they grow quick. Oh, sassy ain't even. She surpassed that. But yeah, they grow quick. Like I feel like they mature much faster than boys do. And that's what I always heard. That's what I always hear. So I'm seeing it firsthand now, though. Like.
Yeah, because we had when we had our son, we only had nieces, and they were very chill, like sassy, whatever.
So sassy.
But then we had our boy, and then he was just like, I mean, he's a really good, chill.
But it's just different.
But
he's rough.
But he's just very rough.
Yeah.
Like he broke a tooth. He was 18 months.
Yeah, he wasn't tripping, doing no tripping.
And we didn't even know he broke it, and then it got infected, and it's just COVID happened.
It's a whole thing. He has silver teeth, bro.
I'm already knowing. Yeah, we've been going through some COVID babies, man. It's different.
Yeah, this is fucking. Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah, but I mean, they do, like you said, it does the stress, and
it's
then
worth
the motivation,
and
the happiness is definitely worth it.
The stress is worth it for sure.
Yeah, because we just went to a birthday party, right? The Yvonne.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was like they have a daughter, so it's like the whole thing was like Frozen and shit. And then our son, he's watched Frozen before and stuff, right? But it's like, and I'm looking around, and it's all these little girls, and I'm just like, man, this is what it'd be like if we had a daughter.
Oh yeah.
But all his birthday parties have been like dinosaurs, cars, and Goku and shit, like Dragon Ball.
Last one he wanted. He says he's Goku. So
that's hard.
Hard. He be learning all the anime moves, bro, like the Kamehamehas and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
He gonna be a problem. That's what's up.
I was gonna talk about Nino Gotti. That's your cousin?
Yeah.
All right. Are y'all still like working on stuff or not? Or?
As far as like music, man, he took a step back, but I mean he still got it. Like y'all might see something in the future, might see a surprise. I don't know, but yeah, he still got it. Like that's still one of my favorite. You know what I'm saying? People on this earth that's spitting like boy code, bro.
Yeah, because I remember. I think at that time I have FNTN on here. Because I feel like at that time, that's when like both of y'all were like up there. Bro. Yeah. Like I think that's like everybody was like almost everybody was talking about y'all and shit on social media.
Yeah.
I think that project was probably like one of my favorite ones that y'all did and shit. So like talk about that a little bit. Like what made y'all come up with that? I don't know, because I don't know if it was different for me listening, because y'all had like skits on there. Y'all had like little Game 6 stuff like that on there. It was different. Like, so
with that project, so like the first project, to backtrack a little bit, which was that we did, was the Rehab project.
Oh, that's right.
And that was really just a project with me by myself. Like when we first started it, well, not even we. Like when I first started it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna put this project together. I got Gotti in to do like 3 features. And eventually, before you know it, we were just doing every song back to back, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, bro, might as well just make this a tandem. Like, we hard on all these records together, you know what I'm saying? So let's just put it out. Let's just do a duo project. Not even like, oh, we a duo or we a group or nothing like that. It was just like, let's put this project out together. So we ended up doing that, and I mean, it did good locally. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people enjoyed hearing us together, and we sounded good together on the record. So it was like, all right, cool, let's just do another one. And I felt like with the FNT and going into it with that mindset, already knowing, all right, this is our project. I think that's why we were able to come up with different concepts, like the Game 6 concept and then the skits and all that, just because Rehab project, I kind of went into it as a solo project, and then so it might sound like it was just featuring Gotti on every one, but it was still our project. But FNT and going into it with two minds instead of one, we were able to bounce a bunch of different ideas and just come up with, like I said, a bunch of different concepts and whatnot. So yeah, it was definitely a fun process. Definitely a really good project too. I like
Which one's been one of your top projects? Like,
I think. I'm different. Like, I don't really listen to too much of my old stuff, like, just because I'm trying to create new stuff or just living life. But I like 30 Minutes Later a lot. 30 Minutes Later, fuck the internet. But Timeless is really good. But FNT is really good too. It's
he
like,
just named 4.
every day, like when I listen, because I'm like, man, bro, I don't like hearing my own voice. These projects don't sound good, and then I'm just like on a long road trip or something, and I listen to it. I'm like, man, it was going hard, bro. Yeah. Like, it's my favorite project right now. I listen to the next one, I'm like, nah, this is the one right here. So I don't really know, man. I like them. That I see the difference in myself in each project. You know what I'm saying? So I like them all.
Do you feel like it's because you're going through something, in your life that's why?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like. That's something I pride myself on as being an artist, as being Whyjae, is that I'm gonna give you me. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's like, period, I'm gonna give you me. I'm gonna give you what I'm going through in my life, and if you resonate to it, awesome. If you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully you enjoy it in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, like, I can only give you what I'm going through or what the people around me are going through. Like, I can't give you nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely feel like that's why all my projects are different, and that's why I might take such a long break or just step back. It's just like, not that I don't have nothing to talk about. It's just like, bro, I'm that same life that I'm giving y'all on these records. I'm living it. Like, I'm really going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta process this right now. Type. So.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna ask you. Is like, did you purposely like take a break? Because I feel like you just like had stopped. I don't know, posting and stuff. I don't know what it was, but. Was it because you were going through something, or was it because you were going to have your daughter? Or
no, it was life, man. I was at the top whenever, you know what I'm saying, the top of where I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever I took my break, it was 65, 70,000 plays and doing shows, selling out shows. Like, it wasn't like, oh, he fell off and then he disappeared. Like, nah, life hit me, you know what I'm saying? Which is, like I said, on this new project, I talk about it a lot, which, I feel like I'm finally ready to come out with something, is because it was kind of like, just like, I'm gonna say a domino effect. It wasn't one thing that set another thing off, but it was just like, it came in a wave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always dealt with depression. I've always dealt with anxiety before I even knew what that was. Like, I had no clue. I've been dealing with that since a kid, but I never knew what it was until I got older. That happened. COVID happened, which it was not weighing well on anxiety. It only made it worse. You know what I'm saying? So that happened. I had to step back and get my life right with my lady. Then we ended up having a baby, bought a house, and I'm just living life like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been rapping like the Rehab project, bro. I probably was 18, 17, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've really been focused on this for so long. I done been on tour, all that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, where I come from in my mindset, like, I know that even when I die, I still got to go somewhere after this. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get my personal life in order. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be so focused on myself, on something that I know that's never going to leave. It's kind of like how people tell me, like, about a diet or something like that. It's like, bro, you got to sacrifice because that food always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Music is always going to be here, but your life is not. So if you don't get that in order, when life knock on your door, if you don't answer and they come through the window, it's not going to be pretty. You know what I'm saying? So I really had to step back, and I feel like it was forced upon me. Like, I was trying to hide it for so long or just bury it for so long. Like, there's only so much you can bottle up. So, I just was going through a lot of stuff, and music was the last thing on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I didn't like the way that in the direction that the game was going. Like, I wasn't so interested in music over the last couple of years. Like, there was no personal motivation for me to drop a project or go do a performance or listen to anybody new. Like, it was just, I feel like music was trying to find its way back to some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're talking about like your personal music, or like just the music industry?
The music industry, period. Okay, like the genre of rap of.
That's when a bunch of like different
all the
weird artists.
Yeah,
and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy stuff. So to each his own, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't. I wasn't cutting on music and hearing somebody going hard and being like, damn, I gotta go write some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, like, we got the little babies, Lil Durk going hard. Kendrick been dropping, Cole been dropping. It's like I gotta get
which
this
I used to think Lil Baby and Lil Durk were part of the weird ones.
Nah,
you know,
bro.
I used to. I
really
honestly, and
listen.
my brother would tell me all the time. Even Young Boy, my brother's a big ass Young Boy fan, but. Yeah, he'd be like, bro, you gotta listen to him. I'm like, man, I ain't listening to him.
That's how my little brother is.
You know?
He loved Young Boy, and I mean, like, I've always dibble dabbled in him, but sometimes you got to go through something to resonate with an artist a certain way. And I guess me really hitting like a peak in my anxiety, I started listening to Young Boy a little different. Like, oh, he going through the same shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wild.
and then I trying to tell people about Lil Baby, bro. Like, that man be spitting, bro. Like, it's different. It's dressed up differently. You know what I'm saying? It's dressed up differently than a J. Cole. It's presented to you different. But if you really sit there and listen, bro, he get in the pocket and he go crazy. Like, he find a groove, and Lil Baby got it, bro. Like, all praises to that man, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Excuse me. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break.
We'll be right back.
We went on a break and we were talking about like how you're sober now. So how did that even go about for you?
More of a force, not a choice. Multiple hospital visits for alcohol poisoning. And like I said, it's not like I was an alcoholic like every day. I'm like, damn, I gotta drink. Like, I've never drank. I've never been a beer drinker. Like, I'm.
So what do you know?
Margarita.
What did you margaritas?
Margarita, Moscow Mule. Like, I'm pretty with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I'm umbrella in a drink. They're like, oh, bro, you want a girl drink? Call it what you want. It's gonna sneak up on you way quicker than that Dos Equis you drinking. So I'm just keep it 100.
But the hangovers are worse.
Oh, 10 times worse. Yeah, because it's all the sugar and you know what I'm saying, the extra stuff that's being put in it. But yeah, other than the fact that just like going to the hospital and all that, like, it really triggered my anxiety all over again. So it was just something I was like, it was kind of like a life and like, to me, like a life or death situation. It's like, you want to live or you want to mess up your anxiety some more and go crazy.
Do you feel like
I'm gonna just move the camera real fast, but young.
Okay, do you feel that, I mean, I don't know if you're like on TikTok now, but you know how are you on TikTok?
Recently,
Yeah. So whenever TikTok like started during COVID, they started posting like all these symptoms, like if you have this, then you're depressed, you know, whatever. Do you feel like you ever saw those videos and thought to yourself, like, damn?
recently just got on TikTok, but as far as like, I feel like that's like playing doctor, like what is it, like Dr. Google, as far as like looking up stuff, I'm like, oh, I got that, like, blah blah blah.
And it's always worse online, right,
bro?
Yeah, you think you're dying.
It leads to death. Yeah, you're just like, oh shit,
I'm about to die.
Yeah, dude.
He said, bro, I'm dying. Nah, word, yo, I've done that since I was like a kid, but nah, like I try to stay away from that. But then as far as like figuring out that I had anxiety and stuff, just got to a point where I was like, bro, I don't feel like myself no more. Like, I might break down crying out of nowhere. And they be like, bro, what's wrong with you? I'm like, bro, I don't know. Like, you tell me. So I think in the midst of COVID is whenever I ended up actually getting a therapist for like the first time and really being, because I was like, man, I got a kid on the way. Like, I gotta figure this out. Like, it's bigger than just like holding this off and bearing this and dealing with this on my own. I was like, bro, I really gotta figure this out now. So that's when I got a therapist, and during the sessions, like, we really just like deep diving. Like, I'm figuring out stuff about myself that I've always known but I didn't realize. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of led me to my diagnosis or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And just, it's just the world that we in now too, is like, I feel like our brain wasn't made to process social media or how fast life is at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really play God every day on our phone. Like, I can look at this, I can cut this off if I want to, I can kill you off, I can add you back. Like, this, you know what I'm saying? It's just too much to process. And over time, if you don't handle that right, or if you don't realize it, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody deals with a little bit of anxiety. Everybody deals with a little bit of depression, whether or not they know it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, how deep into it are you? So, and alcohol don't help. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, which is crazy because earlier you had said, I forgot what you said. The exact thing you said, but I was gonna say, like, in Hispanic households, like growing up, I thought I probably had like depression or something, but my parents are probably like, just get over it, you know, like, it's just like, you know,
yeah, we the same, baby.
Yeah, because I feel like now the light's being shed to to all of this, you know, even with autism.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like autism has always been a thing, but never really until the doctor is the one telling you, like, telling the parent, and the parent's probably like, oh, this doctor's crazy, or you know, not really, you know, paying attention to the signs. But I feel like now this generation is bringing light to like depression.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. And definitely coming up like that, like you said, to double back on that, even in a black household, like just to be a male, one, is already tough. Like, you supposed to be hard, you supposed to be tough, you know what I'm saying? So to be dealing with your emotions is kind of like, not to say frowned upon, but it's just unheard of, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you all right. Which is, once I started seeing a therapist, it really helped me, because I realized it feels so good to be able to unleash on somebody that does not know you, that is not going to judge you. Like, this is their job. And sometimes it's not bad, but sometimes the people that know you the best, that's known you for the longest, like your closest friends, or whether it be your brother, your sister, your parents, or whatever, they feel like they know you so well to where you do try to express something and they just brush it off, because it's like, I know you, bro, I know you well enough, like, you just tripping. But no, I'm not tripping. Like, something is really wrong with me, like, and I need to figure it out. So I feel like that's like the only bad thing. Like, obviously, you know what I'm saying, speak, you need to talk to whoever you can talk to, but whenever I feel like it's somebody so close to you, that's the response you get, like, a lot.
I can see that. Because
they feel like they know you so well. It's like, bro, I've seen you going through this already. Like, bro, you straight. Like, nah, this is something different. Like, you, somebody that went to school for this, that's a actual therapist now. Like, this is what they studied. They know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm all for talking it out. Yeah, definitely. If you know what I'm saying, if talking to your friends or whoever is not working out or seeming to help you, I'm definitely all for getting a therapist. Like, I'm all for that.
Was it hard to actually get a therapist?
Well, to act like the process?
No, like
to convince myself.
Yeah, because I feel like I feel like I'm mentally okay, right? Like, I don't think I'm really dealing with anything. Yeah. But I feel like maybe it'd be really hard for me to be like, accept that I'm gonna go pay somebody to hear me out.
No, for sure. Like, you know? I'm like, bro, nah. Like, I think that's why it took me so long. And, like, it had to get so bad for me to do that, because I'm just, like, it had to get to the point. It's like, all right, it's life or death. Like,
I need to see somebody.
I need to see somebody. Like, if I really want to continue to live and I don't feel the need to live right now, like, and I can picture back to the years before this and how happy I was, and I'm like, I don't feel none of that. Like, all right, I need to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like it is a push that you have to really make on yourself to do something like that. And like I said, the stigma of, you're crazy if you have a therapist, or you're crazy if you'll see a doctor and you get on some kind of medication, or you're crazy if something's wrong with you. Like, it's a conversation you have to have with yourself. It's like, look, bro, fuck what everybody else think. How do I feel, and how do I want to feel? You know what I'm saying? Where am I at right now, and where do I want to be? All right, I gotta do what's best for myself. I don't care what nobody else think about me. I don't care none of that. I don't care what if my parents gonna say this, that, or third. My friends, I know that I'm dealing with something serious. I need to figure it out. Like, so it's a question it's a conversation you got to have with yourself.
Did you ever get those, you just need to get over it? Not
so much you need to get over it, but more of the, like, you'll be all right. Or like, oh, you're just going through a rut. Like, everybody goes through that. So, I mean, that's the same category, but basically, not as brutal as get over it. You know what I'm saying?
And what was she's your wife, right? Esther? What was her stance on all this for you? Like, was she like supportive? Like,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
And so, because I feel like, all right, so I feel like me being married and stuff, like, I feel like she's the one that I feel like I can count on the most and stuff, like, for anything now, you know, like, I feel like it used to be my mom and shit and my parents or whatever, but then we've built a life together, and at this point it's just like, if I ever feel a certain way, I know I'm gonna be able to tell her, and then she's gonna, like, back me up or try to guide me the best way or whatever.
Facts.
So what are your thoughts on, like, people who, especially as an artist, you know, like, I feel like an artist, they just want to work and be single because they feel that it's the way to do it, you know. Like, I feel like it might be
it's what they seen.
Yeah, and it might be I'm trying to think of the word, but it's gonna, like, take their focus away from the music to try to, which it is, you know. It's like, being in a relationship is gonna,
you gotta find a way to balance it.
Find a way to balance it.
The commitment isn't like 100% with the music.
The commitment, that. So, but what's your thoughts on that? Like, having somebody to you know, live life with, you know.
You gotta.
It's hard.
No, I get you. I get you 100%. You gotta find a way to balance it. Like,
yeah.
I feel like because after all of this, like, let's just say you become a famous artist, you become a famous movie actor, a football player, whatever. Once you're done with that, and then you like, all right, I'm gonna try to find somebody. Honestly, like, if you really think about it, you don't know who's there for you, because at the end of the day, you're rich. You're rich. You're famous. You really don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if this person is here for me. I don't know if they're here for the money. I don't know if they're here for the name. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and at the end of the day, like I said, bro, you gotta die. Like, eventually, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kill over. You gotta live life. Like, life comes first. You were born into, you know what I'm saying, life. You weren't born into being an artist, or that's something that you fell in love with over time. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I felt like I took a step back, because not only with my lady or my friends, it's just like, if you focus, like, commitment is 100%, like, it's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have your personal life, because once you start killing off the people that, you know what I'm saying, that are there for you, once you get somewhere and you by yourself, it don't feel as good, you know what I'm saying, if you don't have somebody to share it with, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter who it is, like, I mean, that's just me though, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are so twisted right now. It's just like, man, I'd rather have money than all this. You know what I'm saying? Or I'd rather have the fame. And like, I want to be happy. Like, I done been doing enough stuff to know that if this never works for me, as long as I'm happy, I'm straight, bro. Because how you think all these movie stars is killing themselves, or all these rappers is ODing, like, they not happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really into this famous life, then you know a lot of these people ain't happy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these movie stars ain't happy. A lot of these rappers ain't happy. That's why they dying every single year. You know what I'm saying? They're putting themselves in a position to get back in the streets, or get back into like their real personal life, and they just don't know how to handle it. These child stars losing you know what I'm saying, losing their mind. Like, you gotta put your life, your personal, your real. You gotta put the real first. You gotta put your real life first. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, and then you've seen like the clips of like Post Malone crying on stage, or even Bad Bunny recently. He was crying on stage and shit. Like, it's crazy, because you would think like, oh, they got it. You know, they got it made and shit.
Yeah, because it's like, oh well, they have money. Like, why are they sad?
Like I said, when life knock on your door, you have to answer it, and you gotta deal with it the real way. You can't ignore it, bro, because because life ain't never gonna leave you alone. It's always gonna be there. The problems is always gonna be there. When they catch up to you, the problems don't care about how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? Life don't care about how much money you got. That's irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? To the plans that's in front of you, that's irrelevant.
I was gonna say, because we had a guest, Julian. He has like these studios, I guess. Sorry, that's what you could call
Noir
them.
Studios. You know Noir Studios?
Yeah.
Okay.
Julian.
Yeah, Julian. He was here like, you know, a few weeks ago or whatever, and he said the same thing. So I was telling him, like, I asked him, like, are you gonna raise your prices, since he's like set, basically booked all the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm not yet, you know. And I'm like, why not? If you're making the less, basically what I was asking is like, if you raise your prices, you'll have less people there, but the same amount of money or even more.
Yeah.
And he said that he was just content and at peace with himself, like, you know.
That's real.
And it's just like, that's when we remember, we were like,
because it's so like, true. Oh, you could make more money, bro. He's like, nah, I don't need it. I'm good. Like,
yeah, he's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
yeah, you don't want to be greedy in certain situations. It's greedy to get you in some shit too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's a good dude. Or the single that we dropped with Trey, we shot some of the videos at one of his at his spot over there in downtown, like in Houston, the greater Houston area. So yeah, man, he's definitely a good individual from what I remember. But yeah, he hit it on the nose with that one.
Yeah.
Which is pretty dope, you know, like shit like that. But let's go back to Esther. So you were telling us outside that she's a stylist. And then you kind of want to get into that too? Yeah,
so like, man, we both like into fashion. Like we went to Japan not too long ago, like, but that's always been like on the bucket list. Not even like, oh, I want to see Japan. Like, of course I want to see Japan, but I want to see the style over there. They're so ahead of us, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's something I plan on getting into a little more next year. Like, I've been building my closet a lot lately, and like not making it like a forefront, like, hey, I'm a stylist now, but just something that I want to that I want to do. And also, like I said, that's what she loves to do. We're into the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So
Did she go to school for that?
nah.
No, she just like gets inspired by looks, which is to me, stylists are so like, their mind is so like mind blowing to me.
It's different
because I feel like I'm very basic, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna say you're basic, but
it's just, to me, it's just because I know his fashion mentality is very different from mine, and I'm very just like, let me just put a t-shirt, some pants, whatever, you know. Yeah. But I seen her profile, and then I was just like, yeah, you could tell she's very like artistic, you know. You could tell she has that mentality, because I follow this other girl, Style Hue, and she's another like, I sent her like this little thing because I have my brand, so I sent her something so she could style it, and I told him, I'm like, she did pretty good, right?
Yeah,
like,
she did
by styling it different.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an art form. It's just like music is just like being able to act or being good at a sport. Like it's a passion, you know what I'm saying? And whenever you're passionate about something, you see it different than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that you could sit back and write a rap, and some people are like, bro, I can't do that. Like I sit back. Yeah. We were shooting a video last week at Sandman's at my homie Steven's spot, and he manages like a bunch of artists, like actual like, you know, painting artists. And I was just sitting back like looking at the paintings and like, bro, I got a 14 in 6th grade in art, like on my first progress report, like out of 100. Like I'm dead ass like cross hatching, and I'm like, bro, I got a 14 in art. And then I was happy because on my report card I brought it up to a 36. It's crazy. And I'm like, niggas is in here selling paintings for $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $6,000. I'm like, bro, I had a 14 on my progress report. Like, nah, bro. But it's like I said, the same way people look at me, like, bro, I could never put words together like that. I could never paint like that. I could never put like that. I throw 5 shirts, 5 pants, 5 shoes, and I'd be like, bro, there's no way I can put that together. And then turn around and the stylist put it together. It's just like whatever you're passionate about, you see it differently. It's in your mind. You know what I'm saying? You just got to find out what your niche is and run with it.
Yeah, and then I felt like growing up, I always thought that if you had the brand name stuff, that's what made you like cool and shit. Yeah. You know, like, so if you had like your Nikes, if you had like your Off-White shit, if all these top tier brand shit, like, but I feel like now when it comes down to stylish stuff, it's just like layering and shit. So it's like
how you put it on.
Yes, how you put it on. You could wear a thrifted shit on top of a Nike.
And the confidence that you have while you wearing it too. Like, that's one thing I've learned growing up is the confidence shows. Like, you wear that confidence on your sleeve, like people could really see the confidence that an individual has. Yeah, you can put on all that stuff and be the most quiet, weird person ever, and I'm like, bro, that shit whack. Like, that's a whack individual. You know what I'm saying? The whole fit, all that. But like I said, it's the confidence you throw it on. Like, it ain't even about the name brand no more. It's how you put it on. Like, I seen a lot of people get money and go put on the Gucci and the Louis, and I'm like, bro, that shit is mad ugly. Like, I can go to the thrift, get a thrift shirt, some cool jeans, some shoes, and I'm like, bro, not even just because I'm wearing it. Somebody else, I'm like, bro, that shit way better than the Ferragamo this man got on. Like,
you know, at what point I felt like, because I've always like just worn like t-shirts. Now I just wear a bunch of thrift shit or my own shit. And just the ones that I have on right now, bro, like, this is my first ones that I ever bought and shit, you know, like, I've always just like wanted to have like the basic needs and shit or whatever, but essentials and shit. So, but the first time I ever like saw somebody wear, like, I'm like, man, that shit is crazy weird, like, as an artist, was Dai Soho. So I went to you're cool with Dai Soho, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's the boy.
So I went to the studio with him and shit one time, and then I was in there. I was gonna go design some shit for him while we were there and shit. And when I saw him, he was wearing these jeans, bro, and they were long as fuck. They were like going over his foot. So he was walking with them like this, flapping and shit, you know. And I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy, you know. But I mean, but he made it.
Came home.
Yeah, and I was like, man, this boy was wearing some crazy shit.
Good on him.
Yeah, you know, it's like the way he was wearing them, like, it's normal and shit. And I was like, that's wild, you know.
Yeah,
but that was some
the confidence he had when he put it on.
That was some different shit. And then I don't know. I haven't heard the song, but I've been seeing the whole Yachty shit. The walk, or what is it? Took the walk to Poland.
I just came across that yesterday on
I've been
YouTube.
seeing that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a new song or what, but I seen Cole Bennett shooting a video for it, right? and then there's a picture, and Cole Bennett's wearing like this baggy ass shirt, a big ass baggy shirt, big ass baggy pants, and these shoes, bro. They look like I think I got the picture because it's crazy. Like I'm just
it's like you gotta see this. I
screenshotted it.
Yeah,
I was like, man, it's because like the style nowadays and shit is just going crazy. But
yeah,
look. So he's wearing like big ass shirt, and then look at these shoes. What is that? You know,
they look like Birkenstocks, but I'm not 100%.
And then there's all these shoes right there.
I don't know what the hell them is, but Cole's look like Birkenstocks, but just times 10 size.
Yeah, so even that, like Birkenstocks and all that shit, I've never.
Yeah, because even you said it too, though. Like, not that the crazier you dress, it makes you look more of an artist, but in a way it does.
Yeah.
You know? But it goes back to the confidence. Like,
it's the confidence.
Exactly. Imagine wearing that to the fucking, I don't know, Target. Yep. People are going to be like, what
but if he walking in like, all right, I'm finna get this cereal, boom, boom.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So it's like,
he don't care. Like, yeah, nah, for sure.
Yeah, because my thing is like, at what point am I going to wear this? Like, you got to, like, it used to be like that where it's like, all right, well, I'm going to go to this event. Let me throw on some crazy, you know?
Yeah.
But now it's like, well, I don't have a lot of events to go to. So I'm just like, I'm never going to wear this vest or I'm never going to wear this whatever, you know? But he's shooting a music video. He's wearing some crazy shit. He's behind the camera, bro. He's wearing some crazy shit. But
that's how he felt that day.
That's pretty
cool. Confidence, man. It's definitely confidence.
Do you feel like you've had like a crazy piece?
Yeah, I'm sitting on like a bunch of stuff that I'm just like, I spend like $2,000 on a jacket, and I'm just like, all right, I'm probably only gonna wear this once, but when I wear it, like it's gonna look like, it's gonna feel like, you know what I'm saying, like
it was worth the money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I mean, I got a few things like that I'm
that you're
slightly ashamed to say that I do, but I do.
So at what point do you think you're gonna wear that stuff or what?
It could be music, like a music video or an event, like you said, like. Yeah. I mean, there's everyday essentials. Like I might just throw on some sweats or throw on some.
I was gonna ask you,
jeans.
what are your essentials like? Your top 5 or your 2 go-to.
Your everyday wear type shit, right?
Yeah.
Probably like some. Man, we live in Houston.
That's true.
I ain't even gonna say
that's true.
And tell you something like, I could say my essentials that I would wear like if I was in New York, but bro, I'm not in New York. Let me keep it a buck with you. Probably like some sweats. I still probably throw on some sweats, but like some windbreakers, like some Supreme or some Nike or some, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a tee or.
How many white tees do you have? A shitload or not?
I used to be white tee. Like that was my nickname, white tee me. Like, man, I used to. I'm trying to get back fit, like in shape to throw them on. Like I don't know, man. I'm weird. Like I'm mad weird, bro. When it come down to like.
You're
putting on my clothes, like the confidence that comes with it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really still working on that. Yeah.
What about your videos? Whenever you have your outfits, does your wife help you, or you just like, you think to yourself, nah, I have the image?
She's always like, let me help you. What are you gonna wear? That's always her first question. What are you gonna wear? I'm like, I don't know. Like, but it'll be like a week out, and every day I'll step in the closet and I'll look at some stuff and I'm like, all right, I'm finna go to bed. And then the next day I did like that jacket. Let me look at these pants. All right. Every day it's like I'm trying to put something together. Yeah. So I might just put a couple fits together, take them, and then see how I look and how I'm feeling that day. But it's fun. I like it. It's like putting a puzzle together. Yeah. Honestly.
That's pretty cool.
And you try not to wear a lot of shit like more than once or what? That's kind of impossible, right?
I mean, like a lot of people try to make it seem like, bro, I only wear this once. I mean, obviously artists, but we only see them when they show us themselves. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I mean, some stuff is repetitive, but then again, it's not like I'm going to an event every day or every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like once I'm at that point, if I'm going somewhere every single day, then I'm pretty sure my budget is a little bit different to where I can probably. I'm not buying something and throwing it away. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, if I buy something, I like it. I'm gonna run through this a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
Do you like vintage stuff? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I just love the way that vintage like shirts fit. They fit so much different. Like
they do fit different.
I'm a real collar person. Like my collar got to be thick. Like
he's the same way.
So what? It's got to be up here. Like not even that it's choking me, but like the thickness of it. Like the little ones. Like then they get bacon in. I can't do it. Like I'm real picky. Like I'm mad picky. But there's something about the vintage shirts. Like they're boxy, but they're not so boxy. They lay right. They're not tight on you. They loose, but they got the collar stuff. Yeah.
But you know, like these blanks and shit, they're like recent, you know.
Yeah, they're recent, but they're kind of going back. They're trying to go back to that style.
Yeah.
I want this shit to stay. Los Angeles and Shaka Wear and all that shit. I want that shit to stay because whenever I started my brand, it was like, what was it first? Everybody starts out with Gildan and shit, and then they'll do the Bella canvas and shit, and then
Los Angeles is killing it right now.
Yeah, Los Angeles is crazy.
Yeah. I started using that for the girls stuff too, because I do
They got mad options. They got hella options.
It's just they're just so comfy. It's
fucking dope and shit. But yeah, like it goes back to like vintage wear. Like I feel like they're getting that the inspiration from that, and I have a few vintage tees that just, like you said, like they're just, I don't know, like they're just real nice and
perfect,
shit, you know?
like
yesterday our son Milo was wearing a super vintage shirt. It was like single stitch, right?
I think 1996 Snoopy, the Woodstock, single stitch and all that shit, and
he doesn't even know
Guess shorts.
You don't even know what you got on.
And he had
right
like some vintage Guess shorts too.
So
that's crazy dope.
Is that like I'll put something on, like I'll stretch my arms out, stretch it out. I'm like, all right, it fits me good now. Let's go. You know
So what about your fitness life? You say you're trying to get back into that, or?
Yeah, man, I'm just I've been boxing a lot, and I like hooping, but I seem like always like hurt my knee or something. Like every time, like I just be doing too much. I don't know, but yeah, I'm trying to get more consistent. You know what I'm saying? Really, at the end of the day, it's how you eat. Bro. I'm a foodie. Like
no, it's really about how you eat.
What I'll eat Wingstop every day if I can. Wingstop. I'm finna get Wingstop after this. I ain't gonna lie to you, but it's Sunday, so it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes it okay, right?
It's okay. Yeah, it's the weekend. But I'm one of them people that be like, man, I'm finna start eating good, and then I be like, man, I'll start tomorrow, and I be like, why? I'm like, well, it was because I already messed up this morning, so I might as well get a bad lunch. Yeah. Then I'm finna go get bundt cake, so I might as well just and I gotta I get an icy every day. Like
you should try the 75-day thing.
I tried it.
Oh,
what you mean?
It didn't work out.
It's not that it didn't work out. It's just we weren't on the same page at that time. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I got the app. I'm gonna spin the block. You know,
that's so funny.
See what's up with it.
We'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back.
Yes, sir. All right, let's talk about merch, because how important is, and since we're talking about styling and all that shit, but how important is merch as an artist or for you, or like?
I think it's really important, definitely as like an independent artist, because I mean that's kind of, that's money that you're gonna see. You know what I'm saying? 100% of you put the money into it, or you and your team put the money into it, and y'all get that right back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's kind of like different. If you with a label, it could be part of your deal that they get X amount. But as far as like an independent artist, that's one of the best ways to make money. You know what I'm saying? That and how you're distributing your music as far as like the different platforms and whatnot. But merch, man, that's 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's 100%. That's 100%. You know what I'm saying? Other than you pay whoever's designing it, unless you design it yourself, you get it done, and then once you get it back, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And you design your own stuff, or you have somebody?
I got a guy that designs it for me, so he's part of the team as well. He's done pretty much majority of my merch, the like the graphics, as far as like when I'm performing with the screen behind me, like he does the graphics on there and whatnot. So I try to keep it in house or branch out, you know what I'm saying, if it's something that I like. But yeah, I definitely think that's hella important, bro. Like,
and you drop a lot of merch based off like your projects, right?
Yeah. So usually whenever there's a project about to come out or a show about to come up, like I try to make sure like we got merch to go with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like I said, it's another like, other than the fact there's another avenue to get money, it's another way to stay in touch with your fans and whatnot, and make them feel like they really a part of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So.
And do you feel like you wanna have to use like the good quality shit, like like blanks, or you kind of went off like, because at the end of the day, it's like profiting. You know, you're trying to make some money off the merch, so it's like,
because it is merch.
Yeah, and then it's like, I know if you go with a basic blank, I mean, you're gonna pay like maybe $4 a t-shirt or whatever, and then but the higher end ones are like $10. Yeah, so it's like,
no, I try to like, I care about it. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, I brought y'all some stuff. Since we on this, I didn't have your size, but I brought you something else. So we going.
That's dope.
Let me see.
I already recognize the tag.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So,
but it's like I really wanted to like, I've been there before, like when I was younger and had not as much money. Like I knew the quality wasn't exactly where I wanted to be, but I still had to do it. You know what I'm saying? But now I try to really take my do the research to see who has the best quality. Go to these different stores or different people that I know that's making stuff. Like, all right, let me fit a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, try it on. I'm like, all right.
I'm surprised that you do good quality merch.
Yeah,
because just because I feel like a lot of artists
I'm already knowing. Yeah, I just wanted to hear you say it because I've seen it. Like, I've seen like big artists too. I'm talking about big artists.
No, yeah, because we never because I have my brand, so I know how much blanks cost, and so does he. So as a brand, I mean, when I started mine, I know a lot of people use Gilded and stuff like that, but I know that it's a girl brand, right? So I like really, put it out there. Like, I'm putting good quality. Yeah, for sure.
My crew necks, for what you get for it. Yeah,
like my crew necks aren't fucking $5. They're like $20 each. You know, and I made it known right to the girls. Yeah. So it surprised me when I did get a lot of support because my shit wasn't cheap. I think
we're kind of at a time right now to where whether it's merch or somebody that's starting a brand is what I've been seeing a lot of is people that are even just starting off. Their prices are already pretty high. But I respect it because you kind of decipher your crowd already right there. It's like, look, are you buying into it just because I'm selling it? Or are you buying into it because you really like it? You really trust the product? Yeah. You've seen it, you felt it, you touched it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't frown upon that at all. And plus, you got to understand the effort that people are putting into it, what they might be paying behind the scenes. Like, me paying for these shirts might not be as much, but I also got to pay to get them done. I got to pay for somebody to design them. Yeah. So when I drop them and they X amount or the dollar amount is X whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to respect that. And if you don't want to pay it, not to be ugly, but it's like, all right, I don't want you to wear it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to come down on it, but I think you have to, well, for me, somebody that really likes clothes, I think you have to put that effort and that time into, like, you know what I'm saying, into the design and also the product. Like, I'd be damned if I spend $45, $50 on a shirt from a big artist, which I have seen from a big artist, and then they come in and it's like, bro, it's a Gildan shirt, bro. Like, I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna sweat in this one time, like, it's over with, bro. Or I'm gonna wash it one time and it's over with. Like,
that's what I was saying. Like, I'm surprised that it's for sure. Because it's as merch, because merch is, to me, I guess in my mind is like, cause we've talked about it, how merch is literally just where the artist can get profit. You know? And this is a way to support. So that's why I'm trying to look at mine as not like it's merch, but I try not to look at it as just merch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I try to make something that that's why I think a lot of my, well, if I could think about it correctly, maybe all of my merch has never just said Whyjae on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it never really says my name. Like, I try to put a cool design on it to where I know people are going to continue to wear this. Yeah. So not so much that, it's not even fully solely like focused on the project that I'm dropping. I still want a cool design on it. I still want something that people are going to wear out, like, and feel comfortable wearing it out and not look like, oh, that's a fanboy or something. Like, no, that's a hard shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because sometimes
it's
like,
not just the album cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because sometimes like artists will drop one, like you said, like with just the name or some shit, and I'm just like, man, not that I don't want to wear it, but it's like, I mean,
I feel like that's something. I feel like that's something you probably released like at the concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came to the concert, I bought this $20 shirt. Like, all right, that's different. But if I'm dropping something online and even still at the concert, I'm gonna have them good pieces. Like. At the concert alone, I might do something like, like a rap tee, you know what I'm saying, with my face or something on it. But as far as like fully drops, like, nah, I'm trying to come with it every time and just get better and better at it. You know what I'm saying? So
I think because this is a pretty dope graphic, honestly. Yeah. So it's like, whenever it comes down to like the graphics and stuff, it has to be cool and shit. And then we had talked about it, how you said the difference between starting a brand and then doing the merch. Because I feel like when it's a brand, you kind of want to have like quality. I mean, you're dropping like brand quality, you know what I mean, like, which is dope. So it's like, this is the way to go, I think. But it depends. You
gotta show some care in it. I feel like, if you care about it, though, you know what I'm saying?
And maybe that's what I say. Maybe they don't care about it.
Maybe they don't. If they just see the dollar signs.
And that's why they go with like,
it's understandable,
which is fine. I mean, obviously, because it's not like a brand thing. I mean, it's different when it's a brand, and it's like, okay, like, that's the quality. That's the quality. You don't charge $38 for like a Gildan shirt.
For sure. We see that.
But I mean, everybody starts somewhere, so
that too. But you also got to be held accountable. Like, we just had a conversation about that. That's all across the board. That's with everything. Like, you got to know, like, if you want to build your fan base or you want to build your clientele, like, you got to put out some good shit.
No, yeah.
That one time you sent out that Gildan shirt, I don't care how good the design is, bro, I might not ever buy again.
Yeah, which has been crazy because it's crazy how I still have people buying from my brand because I started my shit back in 2015 and I did the Gildan, I did the Bella Canvas, and I don't wear the shirts because I don't like how they fit, you know. Even my little brother started his brand, this one, and then he started off with Bella Canvas, and I told him, I was like, bro, like, you know, you're my brother, I support your brand, but I'm just not gonna. I'll buy the shirt, but I'm not gonna wear it. It's just like, I don't like the fit, you know.
Gotta be
like
honest.
So but then I told him we found Los Angeles and shit, and then now that's what we use pretty much. You know?
That's where they at right now.
So I have to know like what kind of like t-shirts they're gonna use because, you know, I'm not about to wear a Bella Canvas.
Yeah, nah, I be on the hunt sometimes. I'll get something like somebody just coming up off Instagram and I order it and I be like, bro, this feel good. Dang, took the tag out, goddamn. Like,
I take the tag out too.
Oh, you got to, you got to.
You know how I found out about Los Angeles through what's Screen Print Me? You heard of that? They screen print for what's that brand? I have a t-shirt. I'll show you after. But I remember they were posting like,
it's the one with the howdy.
Yeah, with the it's a gray. It's like literally this one, or probably lighter than this one, and it has a cowboy in purple. In the back it says "Ho is a." In Texas, ho is a person, place, or thing.
Is it Stay Aviated?
Yeah, Stay Aviated.
Oh, that's my boys.
Okay, yeah. So
and they do the screen print as well.
Yeah, so one time they posted like right after they're promoting the shirt, and I saw the tag, but it just said, you know how it says I think it said the weight on there, like something 6.5 ounces. I seen the 6.5 and I'm like, so I started looking up 6.5 on Google. And
the first ones that popped up.
Yeah, and then Los Angeles. I'm like, oh shit, they're probably using that.
No, shout out to Stay Aviated for sure.
Shout out to them.
They always come with the good quality for years.
No, that's funny.
That's good. That's funny because that's how you find out, man.
No,
like sometimes people don't want to tell you and shit, but I mean, shit, I'll say it on.
I
here,
get
you
it. I'm cool with gatekeepers. Like I get it. I understand, especially if you worked hard to find that yourself. Like, bro, if I was on Google for 20 minutes straight, bro, trying to like find this exact shirt, like I'll see something. I was in New York not too long ago, and I had on this. I ain't even gonna say it. I had on this sweater. I ain't gonna say the brand, but man, I lie to you not. Maybe like 15 people that day when I was in New York, like, hey, nice sweater, boom, boom. I went to this 300 Entertainment event that night, and a lot of people was like, man, nice sweater. Like, who is that? And I tell them the brand. They like, what? I'm like, I didn't want to tell you that to begin with because when I first saw this, when I first saw somebody wearing this on Instagram, I didn't ask them. Like, bro, I was like, okay, red. Whatever image it is, bro, I'm going to Google. Like, bro, I can't. Bro, I'm searching, bro, and I found it, and it's like, bro, I put in mad hours to find this, bro. For me just to tell you where I got it from, like, you gotta work hard, bro. You gotta work hard.
I guess I see that, you know, to an extent, right?
Yeah, it's to an extent, for sure. If I worked hard for it, bro, ask me again like a week. Like, show me you persistent. Then I'll give you the info. I'm not finna just give it up.
It's the same thing with us, you know. Like, people will ask us, like, oh, you know, I mean, they've asked me too, like, how do I start my business? And I'm like, I'll tell them, like, oh, do this, do that. You know? If you're for real, go get your LLC or your DBA. And then if they do it, then I'm like, okay, they are for real. Right, you know, if they don't do it, and
they double back in like 2 weeks. Like,
they're like, oh,
what was the website?
I'm like, you know, like, that to me is just like whatever. You know,
you just
I'll help.
Right now.
I'll help whoever I feel like it's gonna
who wants to help.
Yeah, exactly. Not just because they see me doing it and they think it's easy and they think I'm making money or whatever. Yeah. That's why they want to do it.
I got to see some passion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the same thing with the podcast, you know, how we told you, like, we're being picky with who we are bringing on because we don't want to, like, imagine, like, if we were to post you and then next thing you know, like, in 2 years, you're just, or in a month, right? Let's say in a month. You're, like, not doing anything anymore.
Facts.
Then people are going to go to your Instagram and be like,
for nothing.
Well, what is he doing? You know? Or what happened? Or, you know? I mean, obviously, life happens. We understand that. But, I mean, as, like, an entrepreneur, then something has to come back. Or, you know.
Yeah, you kind of want to come back to the podcast a year, 2 years from then, and then be like, oh shit, like they leveled up, you know, like
Yeah.
they're doing bigger shit now, you know.
And that's exactly like, because we've had a guest that we want to bring back, you know. We have, you know, a barber, she wants to come back, and I mean, we want to have her back, but we told her, hey, like, let us get to 1,000 subscribers and we'll have you back, because we'll have more viewers for you, you know.
And help build both on both ends.
Yeah, and I know when she comes back, like, she has a lot, you know, that she from
which we see
year.
now.
But that's good, because
you know?
that puts a like, y'all expect X amount out of yourselves as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, wait, let us get to a certain point, and it's like,
yeah, because at first we invited guests that, you know, we knew we're supporting and we felt comfortable with, but we also want to provide that for them, you know, because it's just
you
like,
got to set standards.
Yeah, because we're growing slowly, but I mean, we're growing, you know.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I think the subscriber part's the hard part.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. A lot of people will click without subscribing, and I mean, I'm a victim of that as well. Like on YouTube, like I'm like, dude, I've been watching this video like every week. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just subscribe, or you know, click a like. Like, it's not hard, but it's so much easier just to watch a video. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Exit out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
For sure. Because I haven't checked the percentage, but I mean, last time it was like 50%.
We're subscribed, and
that would watch, and the others weren't. You know?
I see a lot of that, like on a lot of stuff that I watch. Like, I'm really into like movies, like definitely horror movies. So I watch a lot of YouTube, but like while they're shooting the movies, like people be getting insight on like, so and so was on set today and blah blah, and it's like, but always at the beginning they'd be like, hey, but by the way, make sure you like, because 50% of these people are watching the videos, they don't.
I used to say that all
the time.
I'm like,
damn, but I get it, because you watch 2 videos, even if you don't subscribe, with the algorithm, next time you get on YouTube, it's right there on the related search, or it's already popping up. So it's like, I didn't
might as well,
I didn't even think to subscribe, but let me go ahead and do it now.
And then sometimes I feel like people use the excuse to be like, well, I don't have an account, you know, I don't want to, but it's like, who doesn't have a fucking Gmail, you know? I mean, once you make a Gmail, you pretty much have a YouTube account, right?
You do.
Yeah. Now you do,
So it's easier than ever right now. So it's like, come on. But
I was gonna ask you have a YouTube, right? Obviously, do you get paid off YouTube or no?
Do we get paid off YouTube? No, just Apple Music and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's where the revenue comes from.
Yeah, Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff.
Okay, because man, like it's just so crazy, because like I see like how much money all these people are making off of YouTube.
What?
Just crazy.
What?
But
and it's just like,
even right now we're not monetizing nothing, but then on Social Blade you can see like people's like stats and shit, and it'll give you an estimate, but it was like super rough estimate. So ours, it says like we get paid $2 up to $80 a week, but we don't get shit, you know. It's just like, if we were monetized, that'd be the thing or whatever,
because we hit our watch hours. It's because the minimum requirements, they're a little high, but I feel like once you reach it, you're good, you know. But
1,000 subs and 4,000
hours watch time. But I mean, we already reached the watch time. We just need to get to the subs.
Yeah,
you know?
That's good though. That's a consistency on y'all's end. Like, all right, we gotta be consistent. Like, these are goals we gotta hit. Like, let's hit it.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. Because we've talked about it. Like, because you know how we had you on Friday and then you couldn't make it, and then we had somebody else on the following Friday, and she's still in California. So we're just like, damn.
Yeah, she couldn't make it.
Huh? She couldn't make it. So which was for this Friday, and then when he's like, oh, I think he can't Sunday, I'm like, all right, let's do it Sunday. You know?
Yeah. So how was that? You couldn't make it because your teeth, right?
I'm still in the mix. Like, my wisdom teeth are weird, bro. Like, they grew in, they grew sideways.
Oh my god.
So really? I'm to a point now. Yeah, like I'm to a point now where the reason why I had never got them dealt with was because to get them out, it's so close to my nerve, and if they hit the nerve, I could lose all the taste and the feeling in my mouth. So I've been scared of that for years. But
did you get it done already?
No, so I had to get like a tooth shaven down. I had to, like, basically I'm going through prep right now. It's like I had to get the tooth shaven down. They had to put the crown on. I had to get a deep cleaning. I had to get like all these multiple different X-rays. Then they had to like. So they're taking 3 of them out. 1 of them they're shaving down, and it's like, bro, it's just a lot. And they just had me on so much drugs. This whole side of my face I couldn't feel. I was like, bro, there's no way I can do anything anytime soon. You know what I'm saying?
No, I took both the mines out. Like I've had trouble too, right? But not that complicated. Yeah, no, it's bad. Yeah.
And the surgeon only comes once a month. So since he had already came, I think that month, I'm just prepping up until that point. So
Yeah.
just trying to get a bunch of stuff done, but I'm trying to
and
get
that's
grown
like
up,
a
man.
really hurtful pain.
What? That's
like,
some of the worst
Yeah,
pain
it
is
is.
tooth pains, bro.
That's fucking crazy.
I know, because he's never dealt with it. I've
Yeah,
dealt with
lucky
it
you.
like
Lucky you,
No.
my boy. Oh god.
yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah,
And then
stay
you
on
can't
top of that.
eat, and then
Oh yeah, you don't even want like and the migraines. Oh man, I had like
That's why, right? I mean,
Yeah.
because she gets chronic migraines and
bro,
shit.
I
so-
thought my head was about to explode. Like for real,
Yeah.
like it's in the same spot, and it's not like a headache. Like it's not pounding. Like it's just a continuous flat line of pain.
it's like the beep.
yeah, it's like it's just there, bro. I don't even know how to
Does
explain
that light
it.
affect your like,
Everything. Oh, everything.
See, I told you.
Everything. The
You don't
sound,
believe
bro,
me.
like,
You don't
yeah.
What do you
believe
mean I don't believe you?
When I tell you, when he's like, because I know
You think
when
you're
it's
being
a
exaggerating.
no. When I tell him, I know when it's a headache and when it's a migraine. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
different.
something you can't really
it's a different,
explain,
you know.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I'm like, when it's a migraine, I can't look at the light. Like it
Yeah.
don't bother me. And he's like, really? And I'm just like,
bro.
yes.
I was like, really?
Nah,
Man, nah.
I'm staying
She's
on
trying to
top
pay
of
a,
that, bro.
paint a different picture of me.
Nah, it's
Nah, because I'll be like, oh, I told her, I'm like, it was this week. I was like, man, you have chronic migraines. That's the thing, right? Chronic migraine, where it's just constant. Like you get them a lot. you
yeah.
know?
Some people
So,
get that more than just anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
More than a headache. It's just migraine.
I get migraines.
and it's
like,
to
a
different
lot.
levels. I know some people get migraines and it make you throw up. Like it make you sick. Like it's weird, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm fortunate to not have ever dealt with it that bad,
But it's good that you went to go get a check.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
I'm trying to be a
because-
grown up.
No, yeah, because when I used to work at the funeral home, like I'm like so traumatized when it comes down to teeth, because somebody did die because a tooth was infected.
Man,
and
my
then
dad told me that before, like a while back, and that's stuck with me ever since then. I was like, that's what made me go to the dentist. Was like, all right, this migraine is getting out of hand. Like I can't just keep taking pain pills. Like it's coming back, and it's like it ain't even the pain pills don't even be affecting it no more at that point. I'm like, and I remember my dad. I think it's like an aneurysm or something like that. Like it'll make like your brain like. I don't know, bro, like started like exploding like blood vessels and stuff. I don't know, it's mad weird. Like, do you like if you ain't had no teeth problems yet,
no,
bro?
I know he has
stay on
like
top of your.
he never
stuff,
has like
bro.
cavities or anything.
Yeah,
Like,
stay on top of your dentist visits and all that, bro.
Nah,
It's
but
very important.
yeah, y'all hear that, guys? Go check
Yeah,
yourselves.
go
get
work
checked.
on it, man. Health is wealth, baby.
I just want Milo's teeth to come out already. and
You know,
shit.
my son has like so many silver teeth. It's just he just has bad like, and it sucks because he literally will be at the store and he'll be like, "Mommy, candy, no, bad for teeth." And I'm like, "Yeah," because I'm always telling him, but he just has the silver teeth because of
Wait.
the whole.
Yeah, because he busted them. Like it's not he didn't have cavities like that
Yeah.
because of candy.
Yeah.
You know, but people think he does. You know. But I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, like
I feel bad
And then
for
he
him.
has that stereotype and shit, like, oh,
Yeah.
Hispanic
Oh,
kid
he's a
with,
bad little kid.
yeah.
And then
So
he
I was
had
like,
he went
God
through a
damn.
little phase where Brolin would get him like braided, you know, and then he
Yeah.
had the silver teeth, so it's
Oh,
just
man,
like.
yeah, he's a hot boy.
But man, bro, now he's at the point where, like, he told her last time he didn't want to smile for a picture because he didn't like his teeth. So I was like,
I know, I felt so bad.
and I'm thinking, I'm like, man, what if at school they told him like, what's wrong with your
Yeah,
teeth? You know,
yeah.
like,
So I told him
kids
to
are
put his
kids are
grill on.
vicious,
you
bro.
know?
Yeah.
Kids
But-
are bad, bro.
Any current projects that you have going on right now?
Yeah, so right now I got Shit Could Be Worse is on the way. It's pretty much finished. Right now we're just doing like the final touches, mixing and mastering, going back and fixing what we need to fix. Still recording, like just to continue to keep the pen sharp. If something makes it, it doesn't. But looking like maybe when we in October, November, December, like it's real close. Like it's here. Right now, we just working on the rollout. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that the buzz is built back up, the hype is built back up. You know what I'm saying? More content, and then boom. But definitely, I believe before the year is over, and I feel like it's the best piece of work that I've done up until this point for sure. So
That's dope. So what do you plan to do for the rollout? Like, how much thought do you put into that? Like,
I think that's really important right now because you are like your own label. You know what I'm saying? With social media and stuff, like that's why a lot of people don't need labels.
you're
They
not
just-
signed right now. You're just
They're
independent.
just signing like distribution deals and stuff like that to help with the money side. But a lot of people aren't signing like major deals just because like, bro, you can do a lot of stuff on your own at this point. You feel me? So, as far as the rollout goes, just really putting more content out. Like as far as shooting more videos, get more videos out, dropping more freestyles, having a little more events, showing my face more. You know what I'm saying? Like just letting the people know like I'm back on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like so, and really just like I said, just content, and then once I feel like the time is right, like it's like I've been here before, you know what I'm saying? So once I feel like the time is right, then we'll put a date on it and let it go. But I definitely, and this is my baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, I worked hard on this. This has been years in the making. I'm really vulnerable on this project, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't want to just drop it and it not be presented correctly and accept it correctly. The way to the expectations that I'm putting on it. Yeah. So yeah, man, just trying to get more content out.
Because this is like the newest one, right? I mean, like since you took a break, it's like you're the one, right? This
is the first body of work that I'm dropping since I've really like come back to focus on music. So it's like I said, it's been years in the making. Like, this project has been done multiple times and X'd out and redid. Going through stuff, and like I said, really vulnerable. Putting like there really shouldn't, up until this point, after this project comes out, there should be no questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna tell you where I've been, everything I've been doing, what I've been going through. Like, I'm vulnerable, I'm wide open. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
and I hope everything, turns out well when you drop it.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That's exciting. So where can they find you? Had something else?
No, that's it.
I was gonna say, so what's your Instagram? Where can they I'm
Whyjae. I am Whyjae, and that's pretty much. I mean, everything with a search engine is Whyjae, Whyjae. Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google. Whatever, everything.
Anything and TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
Bro, you need to get on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm
bro.
trying.
Like,
honestly,
I
didn't downloaded it, but like so now I feel like I'm kind of like, because I feel like I was forced into it. Like, a lot of people around was like, bro, get one. Like, even if you don't run it, just get it. And I'm like, nah, bro. But after hearing that so many times, I was like, all right, I made one. So
well, we're definitely gonna have some shorts on, like, of this episode on TikTok.
That'll help for sure.
Yeah.
So again, everybody, you can find us on YouTube. Subscribe. For real, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. We're blowing that shit up. Whyjae, appreciate you coming through, bro.
Of course, I appreciate y'all for having me. For real.
We need to have your wife on here so she can give us.
Yeah, we need to give her on here. So
for sure.
So we can have like a fashion stylist mentality on here.
Honestly. Oh yeah, we need more of that shit.
Yeah,
we'll make it happen.
But again, thank you for coming.
Thank y'all.
Peace.